Do not feed your dog this. It can be dangerous. Even a small amount of chocolate can harm or kill your dog because chocolate contains theobromine and caffeine, which dogs cannot digest properly, leading to vomiting, seizures, and even death. Chocolate may look harmless to us because we eat it all the time, we give it as gifts, we bake it into cakes, cookies, and brownies, but for dogs, this sweet treat is actually poison. Their bodies work differently from ours. When a human eats chocolate, our liver quickly processes and removes theobromine and caffeine, but in dogs, this process is extremely slow. Theobromine builds up in their system, overstimulating their heart and nervous system until their body cannot cope anymore. That's why a small amount that seems like nothing to you can become deadly for them. The darker and more bitter the chocolate, the worse it is. Baking chocolate and dark chocolate contain the highest concentration of theobromine, while milk chocolate has less but is still unsafe. Even white chocolate, though lower in toxins, is full of sugar and fat that can cause stomach upset and contribute to pancreatitis. Many dog owners have no idea that chocolate is so toxic. They think giving a tiny bite of a cookie or a lick of chocolate ice cream is an act of love. They see their dog wagging its tail, looking happy, and assume everything is fine. But inside that little body, chemical changes begin that can quickly turn life-threatening. Within a few hours, the first symptoms may appear: restlessness, excessive panting, drooling, vomiting, or diarrhea. The dog's heart rate starts to speed up, its muscles tremble, and sometimes its body temperature rises. Without treatment, it can progress to seizures, collapse, and heart failure. These are terrifying moments for any pet parent. Imagine the scene: you come home and find that your dog got into the pantry, the chocolate bar is missing, and the wrapper is shredded on the floor. You laugh for a second thinking it's just another cute mess, but a few hours later your dog starts pacing, panting, and throwing up. That's when panic sets in. This situation happens thousands of times every year around the world. Veterinarians constantly warn people, but because chocolate is such a normal human snack, the warning often gets ignored. The reality is, even a piece the size of your thumb can be dangerous for a small dog. Theobromine acts like a stimulant. It makes the heart beat faster and the blood pressure rise. Dogs' bodies cannot handle this chemical rush. Their kidneys and liver struggle to filter it out, so it stays in the bloodstream far longer than in humans. The result is toxic overload. The smaller the dog, the higher the risk, because the toxin concentration becomes greater in proportion to their body weight. A single square of dark chocolate might not affect a big Labrador the same way it affects a tiny Chihuahua, but that doesn't make it safe for either. If your dog ever eats chocolate, the first thing to do is stay calm but act quickly. Don't wait to see what happens. Call your veterinarian immediately or an emergency animal poison helpline. Try to estimate how much chocolate your dog ate, what type it was, and when they ate it. This information helps the vet decide the best treatment. Sometimes the vet may induce vomiting to remove the chocolate before it's fully digested. In more serious cases, they may use activated charcoal to stop absorption or provide fluids and medications to stabilize the heart and prevent seizures. Time is everything here. The sooner you get professional help, the better your dog's chances of recovery. Unfortunately, not everyone knows this, and many cases go untreated. Some pet owners read misleading advice online suggesting home remedies like giving milk or bread. These do not neutralize theobromine. They simply delay proper treatment and can make things worse. The safest and smartest move is always to seek veterinary care. Now you might ask, why are dogs so sensitive to chocolate when other animals or even humans aren't? The answer lies in their metabolism. Dogs evolved as carnivores. Their digestive system is designed to handle meat and fats, not complex plant alkaloids like theobromine. Over time, they never developed the enzymes needed to process it efficiently. That's why it stays in their system for such a long time, sometimes more than 18 hours. During that period, it keeps affecting their nervous system and heart, which can eventually cause organ failure. Some people argue that they've fed chocolate to their dogs for years and nothing bad happened. But the truth is, every dog's tolerance is different. Age, weight, and health conditions all play a role. One dog might get lucky once or twice, but all it takes is a slightly larger dose to cause tragedy. It's like playing with fire. Maybe you escape the first time, but the risk is always there. Responsible pet ownership means not taking that chance. If you really want to treat your dog, there are plenty of safe alternatives. Dogs love flavors like peanut butter, apples, carrots, and even plain boiled chicken. You can find dog-friendly treats made with carob, a natural ingredient that looks and tastes somewhat like chocolate but does not contain theobromine or caffeine. Many pet bakeries make carob cookies and cupcakes that look like chocolate desserts but are completely safe. These are great for special occasions like birthdays or holidays when you don't want your furry friend to feel left out. Preventing chocolate poisoning is all about awareness and precaution. Always keep chocolate and cocoa products out of your dog's reach. That means closing cupboards, securing garbage bins, and being careful during festive seasons like Halloween, Christmas, or Valentine's Day when chocolates are everywhere. Children should be taught never to share sweets with pets, no matter how much the dog begs. If guests come over, remind them too. Sometimes well-meaning visitors are the biggest culprits because they don't know the rules. Also smart to know the difference in toxicity levels between chocolate types. Baking chocolate is the worst, with up to 10 times more theobromine than milk chocolate. Cocoa powder and dark chocolate bars are also highly concentrated. Even small chocolate chips used for baking can pose serious risks. Milk chocolate, though milder, still contains enough toxins to cause trouble, especially for smaller breeds. And as mentioned earlier, white chocolate, despite having less cocoa, is mostly sugar and fat, which can lead to obesity, dental issues, and pancreatitis over time. So, there's no such thing as safe chocolate for dogs. In addition to chocolate, it's a good idea to be aware of other human foods that are unsafe for dogs, like grapes, onions, garlic, and anything with artificial sweeteners like xylitol. But chocolate remains one of the most common and dangerous because of how easily available it is and how appealing it smells. Most dogs will sniff it out and eat it before you even realize. Every year, veterinarians treat thousands of dogs for chocolate toxicity, and sadly, not all make it. The heartbreaking part is that almost every one of these cases was preventable. It only takes a bit of knowledge and a few precautions to save a life. That's why spreading awareness is so important. When you share information like this, you might literally be saving someone's pet. At the end of the day, dogs depend on us. They trust us completely. They don't know what's safe or dangerous, they just know what smells good. It's our responsibility as loving owners to protect them from harm. So the next time you open a chocolate bar or bake brownies, remember those puppy eyes and resist the temptation to share. Instead, give them a dog-safe treat, pat their head, and remind yourself that saying no is actually an act of love. Keeping your dog safe means learning about their world, the things they can eat and the things they can't. Chocolate might be a comfort food for humans, but for dogs, it's a silent killer. So always keep it out of reach, educate others, and stay alert. One small mistake can cause a lifetime of regret, but one careful decision can give your best friend a long, healthy, and happy life.